Hey everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. I am here to do a new moon in Virgo reading. So what do we know about Virgo? Virgo's a little detail oriented. You know, they like order. They like their little regiment. They're definitely analytical. They're thinkers. But with this new moon, this is a new start. New start is coming. What is the change? This new start. So when we think of a new start, that means something has to end. So since Virgo, earthly, things that make you secure, your health, what types of changes could you initiate at this time? You know, and everyone's different. And all these cards fell out. So let's see what kind of energy we got here. Well, with this, let's see. We got the Eight of Cups energy here. I don't necessarily see this as necessarily walking away at this new start. You know, we got the moon, which is interesting. We also pulled the moon card here. So I feel this is really going deep within and seeking a deeper meaning. You know, you may feel like walking away, but maybe it's like looking at things from another perspective. And since we do have the moon here, we have the stream, and sometime in the, this is more or less kind of stay on your path because the moon has that area lit. And as you see, as he's walking here, it looks like he'll be walking on a trail. So I really feel this is going deep within and finding a deeper meaning for yourself. When I say a deeper meaning, it's like, you're doing something, you're like, maybe you don't like it, but maybe it's like changing your perspective and looking at the deeper meaning or how you could have a deeper impact on this particular situation. And we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is kind of like, definitely leadership abilities here. Creative, inspiring, could be forceful, charismatic, could be all these things depending on what's triggered. So with this moon energy where I feel like you really have to go within and find out what is inspiring you to create this new change that we're seeking at this new moon. New moon, new things, but that means something has to end. So it really, what I'm looking at this is, we got the moon, intuition, maybe the way you feel about things, putting things in a different perspective. And then we also have this, the Ten of Swords. It's like, just be, just be done with it, right? You may feel like, why me, blah, blah, blah. But this is why this is a good time at this new moon. I don't necessarily see this as why me. Maybe it's why not. Because this could be part of that growth, Now, like I said, think of Virgo, Earth, getting things in order. And I think this is really getting your thoughts in order. And when you think of why me, why not? Why not? Now, at this new moon, so this energy is from this new moon to the Pisces, this is the Virgo new moon, but then we're going to hit that Pisces full moon in the middle, and then we're going into the new moon in Libra, which is like Libra's relationships, partnerships, It could be romantic new cycles. So what in this cycle between now, this new moon and the next new moon? And in the middle of this, I really feel this is the time for new thoughts, new ideas, new creative ways of looking at situations that may have felt like somewhat of a burden, or maybe you may not have felt motivated. That's why this King Wands energy is here to inspire that creative ability within each and every one of us to rethink our situation, to bring more positive light to it. Now, let's see here. Honestly, I think this is kind of good. And then too, now this, like I said initially, now this could, going into the Libra new moon, could have a big impact on your relationships and things. And so this could be this moon going within your intuition, your mind, the impact on your outer world. And so this is definitely more emotional, I think. Or, yeah, it's more on the emotional end. So let's get some clarification on some of this stuff here. The Hangman. Looking at things from another perspective with this Eight of Cups. And that makes sense. Because you're going to be tapping in. And this Seven of Wands, I don't see this as I don't see this as fighting or like defending. It's just really maybe sharpening your skills just a little bit. This Seven of Wands, because yeah, sharpening your skills, but then there's a time to show some conviction and stand behind your ideas. I don't see this necessarily as like fight, but you know, you have the right to defy the opposition. But at the same time, I look at this with this King of Wands. You're training people, and you may not even know it. That's what I see with this King of Wands, creative energy, and you know. So this, I feel that for some, you're creative, and these wands that are maybe opposing you is because you're different. You know, you don't fall in line like everybody else. And that is probably part of your frustration. So maybe this is just realizing, yes, you're not like everybody else. And thank God, you know, what a drag it would be if everybody was the same. So really, I really kind of feel like maybe it's time to stop looking at these people as the opposition. Now, some of them are. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's not get it twisted. Everybody ain't on your side. So, with your intuition, you're acutely aware of who's who. I feel that. But I really think this is kind of like, all right, you tired. Let's just drop and see how I can make this work. Yeah, Two of Swords. So it's just maybe you're defensive. Maybe it's about maybe just putting your defenses down a little bit, because first of all, you know, these people most of them are not for you. All right. And I'm looking at these cards. I'm going to say to a degree, you may be a little smarter or more skilled than they are. You know, everyone has their gifts. So it's not about who's the smartest. It may be in certain areas you're just more gifted. Okay. But this is always about you. So maybe this is really, with this moon, intuitively, you know. See, the moon is crescent. It's time for, you know, a little evolution here. So maybe this just like dropping your guard down a little bit as we come into this Ten of Swords. Just maybe drop your guard just a little bit, or drop, uncross your heart. It's like you're blocking your heart here, which is interesting because between this new moon and the Libra new moon, we have a full moon in Pisces. And Pisces is about balance, spirituality, being practical. So I really feel like during this cycle, between this new moon and the next new moon, it may be about maybe just dropping the guard, or, wrong. I'm not saying drop your guard, but maybe open your heart just a little. Yeah, open your heart a little here. And then maybe some of the things will bring some more clarity to the situation, especially with this on this new moon here. Because you feel like you always got to defend yourself, or maybe to a degree with this fire so you don't go off. Maybe you even isolate yourself. So what I see here is maybe like dropping your guard just, I'm not going to say your guard. I stand corrected. Maybe opening your heart intuitively and try to understand their perspective. You don't have to go along with it, but maybe just try to have some type of understanding of where they're coming from. Like I said, all of them are not for you, all right? But you do have the right to stand your ground, right? And then we're coming into this Ten of Swords. I think maybe feeling like the martyr or whatever is because maybe you've blocked yourself. You've cut yourself off. And understandably so. Understandably so. Understandably so. But I also feel like there's going to be this moment of epiphany here. Because it's almost like, really, is it worth it? So going deep, going within, and leaving behind what is not working. And what may not be working is just your perspective of this situation. Not to say you don't understand what it is, but maybe changing your approach. Yes, you do have the right to defend yourself, but maybe take a more creative approach towards these people, because the wands, that fire, could be charming, energetic, so maybe it's bringing some more of that charm back in, which is interesting once we get to that Libra moon, because Libras are charming. Yeah, but you're going to tap into your intuition, because yes, you know who these opposers are, but just kind of put them in perspective. And it's like surrender to the divine, because, but they say people are people. And we have the Magician. So surrender to the divine. Realize you're not a martyr here, but at the same time, you have the power to create the change, to create that vision at this new moon. What types of things, what newness do you want to bring into, if it's your job, your relationships, your health? Because some of this, looking at this too, is really, how are you taking care of yourself? You're crossing your heart, your chest here. So maybe you need to get outside and get some cardio. Get your heart pumping. Get those creative juices pumping so that you can create some magic. What I love about this, the sign of infinity here. You have the infinite power to create what you want, you know, regardless of these people here. You got the power to do that. It's really just about looking at things from another perspective, tapping into your charm and creativity, and realize you ain't the martyr. You can let it go and create the magic you want. So at this new moon, this new time, this new start, this new beginning, what changes do you want to make? It's not, and I shouldn't even say changes. What are you willing to just really let go of? And when I look at this, I really look at this as how you see things, how you're looking at a particular situation at this time. You know, turn it around. It's like, okay, yeah, you know you got some haters. You know they don't like you or they're jealous. I mean, who knows what goes in the minds of men? But regardless of all that, you know you the stuff, right? You have the ability to transform and energize. So use that and look at the situation. Use this energy now to work on letting go whatever is not working, and so that you can create the environment to help it to work for you. All right? All right. So, this time, like I said, this is a collective reading. So, let's see. I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards, and this is for the collective, all right? Oh, that's interesting. We're going to look at these together, okay? Mother, Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. That's that moon energy. And that inner knowing is saying, okay, you can uncross your heart because you get these. You understand where they're coming from. Don't let these people block your blessings, right? Oh, bloop, 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 bloop. All right, we're going to go with that one. Vigilant courage. Take action with passion, which is interesting because, yeah, you can stand your ground, blah, 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 blah. You can stand your ground, but you got this King of Wands. The King of Wands is like, you know, they can charm their way, or they could like burn their way, but we don't want to do that. We want to use our charm and creativity to create the situation we want. So this is really about honoring your inner knowing, and this is this moon coming in. But in order to do that, this got the hang one. The hang back and take your own inventory and look at the situation for what it is. Honor your inner knowing and that vigilant courage. Take action with passion. And that's what this whole reading is about. At this new moon, what actions are you going to take to let go of what you no longer need and really tap into the gifts that you have that you could use to go forward? So this is take action with passion. I like that. I really do. So let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Everything will be down below. All right, you guys. This is Omi. Peace.